4. Hey, it's Clay in the Songtown Studios. I'm glad to be back at Hookist. Just went through over 300 lines that you guys submitted, and we chose the second line for our song today. So I'm real happy to kind of break down my process for choosing that and play it for you at the end of this video. And then we'll move on and we'll do our pre-chorus line after that. So buckle in, and glad to have you along for this ride. So first of all, just to recap, the title that we chose last week for our song, There Ain't One Kiss That I'd Take Back. We might shorten that up to, one kiss that I'd take back, or ain't one kiss that I'd take back. Make it a little shorter than putting every single word in there. But that's our working title for the moment. And the first line of the song, let's remember how that goes. We kind of had our chord progression. Found that picture from El Paso. You were in the middle of life. Okay, so that was the first line that we came up with. And so now we're looking for the second line. And going through, I noticed a few things that I wanted to point out. I noticed that a lot of people ended their next line with the word back. And if you notice, we're writing to our title where there ain't one kiss that I'd take back. So we don't want to use that same last word, the word back. Sections of songs that draw attention to themselves, I call them hot spots. And the end of your title line is always a hot spot, the word back. So we want to stay completely away from that and not use the word back if we can help it. Sometimes an idea is so good that, it's okay and it'll pass, but this time I think we should stay away from that. So even though I heard some good lines, some of them just, there was one, Carly came up wearing nothing but my t-shirt, funny how you never gave it back. But I thought giving it back kind of took away from our idea of our title of, a kiss that I wouldn't take back. So I just wanted to stay clear away from the back idea. Just save that for our title, Let's not take away from it. Let's go through a few lines here. I noticed a couple of people kind of killed off the singer's love in a car crash or, a tragedy. And I don't think that really fit the title either, because if someone's passed away, I wouldn't think, oh, I'm looking at this and you passed away, but there's not a kiss I wouldn't take back. It seems a little light, the kiss that I wouldn't take back, for that big of an emotional thing that you're looking at a photograph of somebody that's passed away that was in a crash and isn't with us anymore. So that was, even though I thought it was interesting, it was just really didn't fit the emotion of this title. This title's a little lighter, and that wouldn't set us up for that title very well. So these are some of the kinds of things that I think about when I'm writing. Sorry, I apologize. I'm like stopped up today with a cold, but I'm like the post office. Neither rain nor sleet nor a cold will keep me from showing up for Hookist. I just do a couple of shots of cold medicine and I'm ready to go. Let's go over some lines that I liked. Wonder if you have your copy or if you've torn it in half. I thought that was neat, the idea of, wondering if the other person still has their copy of the photo or if they've ripped it in half and maybe ripped you out of it. I almost went with that, but I just, still didn't think that set up the idea of the kisses and stuff in the chorus quite as well. Steve H. turned in Two Young Lovers, What Did We Know? Boy, did we make a mess of that. Now, I really like that idea a lot because it kind of sets up the fact that they're no longer together. But I felt like we could do that in the chorus. You know, Ain't a Kiss That I'd Take Back. I think within that chorus, you know, we can make it pretty clear that they're not together. So I didn't know if, it's kind of a short verse, so I didn't know if we really needed to go that far. But what I did like, Steve, that you did, if you notice on the first line, found that picture from El Paso. I like how you kept that symmetry and rhymed Two Young Lovers, What Did We Know? So you had the middle of the page rhyming. I like that. I was surprised that more people didn't try to do that, because we talked about making songs hooky today. Having those inner rhymes really help. But I thought that was another good line. Sandy Z had, even though it was long ago, she did it too. She did the inner rhyme. I was right there in the past. I like that. I just didn't think it was as good as the one that came up and beat it, but I thought that was a pretty good one. And then Steve H. had another line I liked. Baby, your last words, they still echo. So it was that inner rhyme thing that Steve's doing. I'll never forget what we had. Once again, it kind of spelled out. Remember when I said that each line of the verse should lead you to the next line, and if you tell the whole story, I found this photo and you were laughing, and you know, it was our last words, but I'll never forget what we had. Well, to me, that's the whole story of the song in 2 lines. There's nowhere left to go. So just give them a little bit of info, Steve. Keep them going. Dangle that. Remember I said dangle a carrot. Here, come to the next line. Boom, boom. Sorry, I'm really drugged up on cold medicine right now. So let's get to the one that I liked. I thought the one that I liked was turned in by Marla. And I'll just sing it for you. And then we'll talk about it, because it did not rhyme in the way that I thought. But it was neat and I liked it. So let's just go over that. Found that picture from El Paso. You're in the middle of a laugh, wearing nothing but that gift shop necklace. And I know you know the rest. So it didn't end. The last word, rest, did not rhyme with the last word of the first line, laugh. But it sounded all right to me. It was kind of a soft rhyme. But then when I looked at it again, what I realized is going on, our first line rhymes within itself, kind of. I found that picture from El Paso. You're in the middle of a laugh. So pass and laugh rhyme. Then when you get to this next line, wearing nothing but that gift shop necklace, and I know you know the rest. So depending on how you pronounce necklace, know the rest. They rhyme. So it's almost like, okay, the first line rhymes within itself, and the second line rhymes within itself. And lines 1 and 2 with the laugh and rest is kind of a soft rhyme. It just sounds okay to my ear. And a lot of times I'm a stickler for really good rhymes, so it takes a lot for me to pull off of a hard rhyme. But I thought the idea of, and I know you know the rest, I just thought that was cool. And if you noticed, I repeated the I know you know part. I just felt like it just kind of flowed a little bit like that. So let's hear that again in the first 2 lines in their entirety. And then we'll talk about the pre-chorus. Found that picture from El Paso. You're in the middle of a laugh, wearing nothing but that gift shop necklace. And I know you know, I know you know the rest. So I know you know, I know you know the rest. I just like the way that kind of flowed, and those kind of like repeated words and things. I know you know, I know you know the rest. So we have our first two lines. Then we're going to do a short pre-chorus. And I know you know, I know you know the rest. Pre-chorus. But there ain't one kiss I wanna take back from down that mess. And we'll launch into the chorus. So it's really just one short line for that pre-chorus, but I would love it if there were some inner rhymes in there. But there ain't one kiss I wanna take back. And we'll just launch right into that chorus. So there's a lot that we need to say. We need to get from that verse into that chorus, but we have a short space to get us there. So the words really got to be perfect. But I know you guys can do it. You know, you've amazed me with the lines you've come up with so far. We'll see you on Thursday with the pre-chorus. And this is just getting good, ain't it? See you later.